Okay. I have heard that some of you are struggling with the physical and chemical changes assignment this week on IXL. So we actually did this right before we ended up staying at home. So you've probably forgotten it, but I'm going to go over a few things that might help you. So a chemical change is a change that results in a new substance. Remember, you cannot go back to the original form. It's also called a chemical reaction. So an example of that would be bread. You start out as dough and you bake it and it turns into bread. It cannot ever go back to raw dough again. The same with cookies and cakes. A match is also, it has wood, and as it burns, the wood disintegrates and it is no longer wood any longer. So those are chemical changes. Some evidence that a chemical change has occurred. So when IXL is asking you, is this a physical or a chemical change? You need to say, did it have changing color? Does the smell change? Is there a new substance? Is there gas? Is there heat or light? All of those things are chemical changes. Some examples are bread dough baking. It changes from white to brown. The smell, when eggs rot, they stink. When wood burns, it goes from wood or a match and it turns into ash. And the same like in your fireplace. If you burn real wood, or if you have a fire outside, you notice you have that black ash. You no longer have wood. You can't ever make it wood again. Baking soda added to vinegar creates carbon dioxide, and then fireworks create light and heat. So those are all examples of chemical changes. Milk going sour, jewelry tarnishing, bread becoming toast, rust on metals, burning of a match, gasoline igniting, hydrogen peroxide bubbling up in a cut. These are all chemical changes. Food scraps breaking down and making compost. It actually becomes dirt, soil. The match is ignited, antacid in your stomach, your body digesting food, frying an egg, bread rising. All of those are chemical changes. Now, the opposite, or another, not the opposite, another type of change is a physical change. Well, if you simply cut something, you take a piece of paper, you cut it in half. It's still paper. It's just cut. It's just a different form, but it's still paper. If you take a stick of butter, you melt it in a pan. It's still butter. It just looks different. Water being boiled or frozen. That, water becomes ice, but you can melt it, and ice is still water. It's just a different form. Rubbing alcohol, evaporating. Whipping egg whites. You're adding air, but it's still just egg whites. So you're not making a brand new substance. It's just changing the physical appearance to, it's just changing the physical appearance of it. So Kool-Aid and water. You got water and you put Kool-Aid in it and it changes, but it's still just water and Kool-Aid, okay? Melting a sugar cube is still just a sugar cube. So all of those things are just physical changes. It's not altering the item forever. Okay. I hope that helped you. As you do the IXL, you can do it over and over and over again until that score raises. So keep practicing. You'll get it. I promise. Remember, a chemical change completely alters the substance and makes a brand new. A physical change just changes how it is physically, but it's still the same substance, okay? All right, good luck. You have until Friday to try to get as high of a score as you can.